Play like a champion? Yes.
Yeah. We need one of those.
You're walking into the studio?
But we need a podcast like a champion in the same font that's just right over the doorway. And then we just,
every
hit
time?
it every time we go out.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Notre Dame.
Neither am I, but I think it's a cool tradition.
I think it's a little bit forced. Yeah.
You could do the "Thank God I'm a Yankee" one in the Yankees stadium.
You see now we're talking.
What am I gonna say? Thank God I'm a podcaster.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Hey, man.
Thank God I'm Italian and not a pervert.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 103 of the Saratobi Sports Podcast. Bringing you in, as always, your lovable host, your lovable confidant, Justin, Thomas, JT, Justin Transition, Justin Traffic, just on his damn phone. You already know all the nicknames, so I don't got to run through them for you.
You missed one.
I just said I'm not, you already know the nicknames. I'm not going to run through them for you.
Mouth, missed one.
I hate this guy. And to my right, as you can hear, the man himself, the Kappa Captain. He walks with the cane out because he has to, because he needs to. Mr. Worldwide West himself.
Because everywhere I go, I leave a worldwide mess, and that, damn. I
told you, but I told you it wasn't going to hit the same.
It wasn't going to hit the same.
It wasn't going to hit the same.
Right.
You know what? We'll have to table it in maybe in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we'll take, yeah.
We'll bring it back because John will be back.
John will be back. I'll have forgotten about it by now.
Post-Texas will be a good time.
Post-Texas trip. All right.
Post-Texas.
As you guys, I guess we just revealed, John is not here, a resident Guyanese person.
He is and of course, he's on sabbatical this week.
He's on sabbatical in the quote unquote happiest place on earth.
Yes.
Which is crazy because the happiest place on earth is Barclays Center, but okay. Anyway,
where's that button?
No, you don't get to use the buttons. No, I'm in control of the buttons, baby. That's right. If you're watching on the YouTube,
he can see clearly now. He can see clearly now. He finally knows what the buttons mean. You guys.
Center chair, baby.
It only took 103 episodes.
I have full control of the boards. Will I use them? You goddamn right I will. And to my left, that's right, everybody. To my left, not my far right, the Saratobi sound man himself. Matt Barba, the Gabagool, Greg Postovich.
The diversity hire.
The diversity hire. Oh, man.
Happy to be here.
This is great.
How does it feel that affirmative action finally worked in your favor, Matt?
You know, for decades, my people have been... No, I'm kidding.
We was about to lose mad listeners.
I want to say, hey, look, I know the plight of the Italian. They walked the 40 days and 40 nights through the olive fields of Sicily.
You know, Italians used to be persecuted against too in America.
It's like, I was with you at Ellis Island, Matt.
Yeah, that's a fact. Imported straight from the Bronx. And speaking of the Bronx,
talk about it.
Them Yankees.
Them boys.
Can I get a funk flex bomb? Let me get a funk flex. Let me get some bombs for my Yankees, man. Let me tell y'all. Joey Gallo.
Talk about it.
The Italian stallion. Anthony Rizzo. He back in the lineup tonight. You heard me. LeMahieu, best second baseman in the league. You heard it here first. Aaron Boone. He not going nowhere. He not fucking leaving. I try to tell y'all, man. Them Yankees is back, boy. What's up?
You know who else is there?
Who?
Giancarlo Stanton!
Drop it! Hold up, where we at? Yes. Aaron Judge. This shit getting better.
Chadwick Green!
Yes.
And of course, Wandy Peralta!
Yankees legend!
And let's not forget, last but not least, Luis Gil.
Yes.
Jonathan Lasagna. Even, I can't even believe I want to say it. Even Brett Gardner. The New York Yankees are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
They are back. And not even just back. As we sit here, because obviously, as you know, it takes us 2 days to edit.
Yes.
So this episode's going to come out. Oh, hold on a second. Was that the umpire wearing some fours? No.
Nah, run it back.
Nah.
Play the tape.
I wish we
Cut
could.
the-
I
cut
wish
the
we
tape.
had rewind
Cut
on the TV in the studio.
Cut the tape.
I kid you not, the third base umpire had some threes on. Some fours on.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my goodness.
He fly.
Nah, was it actually no. I might be wrong.
Maybe we're just overly excited right now.
I'm just overly excited.
We're just
A little bit.
Oh,
but
shit.
It's a great time in the Bronx right now.
Yes.
Yankees, as you currently sit on this Wednesday, the 18th of August, Yankees are percentage points ahead of not only the Red Sox, but also the Oakland Athletics.
It's tied. Tied
Well,
with
it
the A's.
tied with the A's for first in the wild card. No, not tied because they have the tiebreaker because they have the season series. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
still have to play. They still have to play
Next
Oakland.
weekend.
Yes,
Yep, next weekend.
But as it sits right now, if the season were to end right now, the Yankees would be hosting a wild card game at the stadium.
This is
and
true.
who would have thought many moons ago when they were 10.5 games back at the beginning of July behind the Red Sox. And honestly, it's a great time, and it's weird because like the whole season has been kind of doom and gloom. It's like, yo, they've been goofy. Like, let's not be like we can't mince words. Yankees have been acting goofy all season.
Yeah.
But it took the All-Star break. They righted the ship. Winners of, I believe, was it 12?
Now it's
Some series.
Now it's 10 of the last 11.
10 of
series.
the last 11 series. Was it 8 series in a row? The last series they lost was to the Red Sox, which was the second series after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
It's not to say the Bronx is burning or the Bronx is officially back, but it's exciting times. Baseball in late August, going into September baseball.
I mean, it's just crazy because I can't really pinpoint the exact thing where we figured it out because you can argue that it was a trade deadline. You could argue it was after, we basically lost everybody due to COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you really love to see that these guys are playing well. I mean, Aaron Judge has probably been the most quiet, piece. Not necessarily quiet for us, but quiet to the rest of the league because he's just been consistently good all year. He's doing what we expect Aaron Judge to do.
23 homers. So
You know what I'm
probably
saying?
66 RBIs.
Yep.
And the most important thing, been healthy the majority of the year.
Yeah, that load management, dog. I mean, say what you want, but we gotta clap it up. Let's clap it up. You gotta clap it up for load management, bro. Because honestly, like everybody was hating, everybody's like, and it's those Yankee fans, not these Yankee fans, those Yankee fans talking about, he can't play every day. This, that, and the third. Oh, Aaron Judge, he's fragile. He's this, he's that. He can't stay healthy. Well, you know what? Now we give him a couple days off, and now he's been on the field most of the year. And we've been winning games, and it's great. The trades that we made, Joey Gallo was huge for us during the White Sox series. Say what you want. I mean, the Field of Dream games, it was kind of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, it was rigged. There's nothing that y'all can tell me or show me that does not prove that game was not rigged. It just felt too good, but it was a great game nonetheless. MLB did a great job with it. But the Yankees, their biggest test going into last weekend was the White Sox. They got the White Sox back after losing the Field of Dreams game. And yeah, man, like they're just playing good. They're just playing good baseball. Good baseball. You see the energy out there. You see Lasagna out there doing it. You see Wandy out there doing it. You see Lewis Hill out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? These are dudes that in the beginning of the season we would have never thought we would have had a chance with. And here we are.
I remember when they traded for Wandy too. They traded Talkman very early in the season too. And I mean, I don't think Talkman's, not to say Talkman hasn't played much because I have seen him play in San Francisco, but he's not a part of their everyday roster like that. How Wandy is in the Yankees, bullpen. So I mean, it's been very fascinating to watch just the turnaround of this team because I was one of the people like in the end of May. Late June, early July, it was like, and honestly, I feel like I not to say that, I'll be man enough to say like, I was wrong with the team, but like at the time, it was hard to say this is a playoff caliber team. That how they played, their base running mistakes, the ineptitude of the bullpen, the ineptitude of the starting pitching, the non-timely hitting. There was nothing about that team that was, even when they had majoritively healthy lineups in.
Yep.
There was nothing about the team that said this is a playoff team.
Yep.
But some acquisition at the deadline, and look, an All-Star break, and look, they're right back in it.
All I'm saying is we're Andrew Heaney DFA away from me being completely happy with this team. And
this man is garbage.
Yeah, he's cheeks, but that's fine though. We can't be perfect across the board. If this is where we weakest at with our fifth starter when we got all of these guys coming back, I feel like we're in a good place. Everybody's about to get healthy. And I think the most interesting thing about the Yankees right now is this whole first base situation. Now, obviously, we traded for Anthony Rizzo, and we know that he's going to be our starting first baseman going forward. That is a fact. But I'm not gonna lie, and I was telling Justin, I was telling John over this weekend, Luke Voit, he's had great hits. He's had a lot of timely and clutch hits, and that has just been over the past time that when Rizzo wasn't healthy, because he had COVID, obviously. And Luke Voit coming off the IL, he just coming in and putting in work. And he even said in an interview that he feels that he should get playing time. Not that he's demanding it, but he said, "Why not me?"
Yeah, like he said, he was top 10 in MVP voting last year during the shortened season.
Yeah,
which he was. He led the majors, or the AL in home runs.
Yeah,
majors or AL?
The majors.
Majors, right? So. Last season, he was great. This season, unfortunately, he's been hurt a majority of the year. Mm-hmm. I think he has still less than 50 games under his belt.
Yeah.
He may have hit 50, but he definitely is under more than half of the games played so far this season. Yeah. No, he has a point. He's been turning up, but when Rizzo was inserted in the lineup when he first got here, Rizzo was doing pretty well. And Rizzo adds an element that Luke Voit doesn't, and that's left-handed hitting, especially at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that, I feel like Rizzo definitely brings the balance to the lineup. But at the same time, when it comes down to it, when we have to put our best lineup out there, Voit has to be in there. He has to be DHing, and Stanton is going to have to play the field. Otherwise, I don't want to say we're shooting ourselves in the foot, but there's nothing that tells me that Luke Voit shouldn't be in this lineup right now.
It's an assortment of riches. It's almost like a case where I'm trying to think of if there was another sports team that kind of had this type of luxury where you
got too many good players.
You got too many good players, right? So in the outfield, right, and even Stanton himself said it, he prefers playing the field because he feels more engaged in the game. It's better than being a DH. He has better at-bats when he's in the field. So you're right, you have Judge, Stanton, and Gallo, right? But you also have Gardy, which we all collectively think he doesn't really need to be in the outfield. But
he has been playing well.
But he has been playing well, so you can't really just take a hot bat out of the lineup, And it is still consistent fielding. Jonathan Davis is a consistent fielder, and he also adds a speed threat as well. I think Jonathan Davis, as you go down the stretch of the season, will be used more as like a pinch runner type beat, which is not bad as well, because if you have to pinch run for a Stanton or a Gallo late in the game, at least you're not going to lose that much in fielding if the game goes into extras and et cetera, et cetera.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it's great. It's like I said, assortment of riches, because Voit, you can't knock what he's done the last few weeks or last 2 weeks.
Yep.
But I mean, you can't knock what Rizzo did when in the first week he was here.
And that's kind of the, once you said it, man, it's tough because, when you have so many good talent on your team, it's going to be tough to get everybody at bats. But the thing about being a manager is you have to find a way to get those at bats in for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, we don't have the problem of being in the National League where we have like a Pete Alonso, Dom Smith situation where you can't necessarily play both of them at the same time. But you know what I'm saying? Same thing. We have to figure out, trying to get Voit in the lineup. And I think the only way to do that is stay and play in the field. And I mean, I don't mean to reiterate it, but it has to happen. He plays better, so much better when he's not just batting, when he's actually in the field, engaged in the game, and he's not bad out there. He looks comfortable. You grew up playing that position your entire life. You know what the fuck the situation is.
Guys, was like the only fear with Stanton, there was never a case of he can't play the outfield. It's a case of, all right, you just don't want him, because he's had a lot of injuries. You just don't want him doing excessive, work.
Yeah.
Because you don't want him to, he strained oblique, pulled hamstring because he's chasing down a fly ball. That was what your fear is. But if he's telling you, that's what it takes for me to be out there, I need to be engaged, and you got to do it.
Oh yeah.
So you just have your like you've been saying, your death lineup in the outfield. You have Gallo in left, Judge in center, and Stanton in right.
Yeah.
And you got Rizzo at first, Voit in the DH, and you still have around the infield LeMahieu, Glaber, and
Gio.
And Gio. Then you got Sanchez when he comes back. So
Yeah. Oh no, he's back tonight.
you back tonight?
He's
Okay.
back tonight. Yeah.
So look, this
Yeah.
as this Giancarlo gets a hit.
Yep.
Like we said, like this Yankees team, the lineup has a chance to be special. There are no breaks. That's what's really crazy about the lineup. Like, if they are completely healthy, there is no weak spot in this Yankees lineup.
Yep.
Because where's your weak spot? DJ LeMahieu, as much as we've killed him, he's still a threat to get on base. He still has a high on base percentage, right?
Yeah.
You already know what you have with Judge, Stanton, power hitters. Voit, power hitter. Rizzo, power hitter. Gallo, power hitter. Glaber, power hitter.
Odor always get big hits.
Odor if you need him to come in, right?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like top to. But this is why. And this I was arguing with somebody the other day about why the Yankees, if they get into the playoffs, because mind you, we're at the doorstep right now. Even though we technically you just passed Boston with 9.5 games, whatever, cool. We're still at the doorstep because we have about 40 games left in the season. You can't tell me it's impossible now that we don't catch Tampa. It's possible. You know, I'm not saying it's going to happen.
You got a month and 2 weeks. You
Yep.
got all of we have what, a week left of August?
Yeah, we got like 40 games left.
Yeah.
So
And the last series of the season is against Tampa at home.
Yep.
So if you're within 3 or 2 games, heading into that last series, that's all you need. You're only 5 games at this current moment, 5.5.
5 games back.
Look, all it takes is one bad series from the
Somebody.
Rays, one sweep from you, and you're right there. You're right there.
And that's and I think you said it. It takes one bad series, but that goes on both ends. That goes with the Yankees too.
Yes, easily.
It's I don't expect us to I expect us to consistently continue playing as well, but to continue over such a long span, it's tough. There's gonna definitely be maybe a bump or two along the road, but I mean, as long as we keep it at that, then I definitely don't believe. I definitely believe that we can make the playoffs and that we can be a solid team in the playoffs. Now the problem is that when we get in the playoffs, what are we gonna do? It's gonna be tough, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's a lot. I mean, it's always good teams in the playoffs, but you think about it like this: the Yankees could potentially go against Boston. They could potentially go against Tampa. Could be the A's. Could be the White Sox. Could be the Astros, and it's kind of like the plight of, the Yankees in the second half of the 2010s. We're trying to figure out what exactly is, we get there all the time, but can we actually seal the deal? And who knows? With the way that our pitching staff has been pitching, the way that we've been playing in close games, and I think that's the most underrated part, is that in close games, we have the best record in the league. 1 and 2 run games, we have the best record in the league. If you haven't told me that we haven't been in the playoffs this whole time, then I don't know what you've been watching, because we've been in the playoffs since the first week of July, if you ask me.
Yeah, as Michael K said, it don't come easy. That's the mantra with this team. It really doesn't. Like almost every game watching the Yankees is like, it's a nail biter. It's coming down to the 8th or 9th inning.
Yep.
It does not let you watch comfortably like how Dodger fans watch comfortably or San Francisco Giant fans watch comfortably.
Yeah.
Those games are already over by like the 6th, 7th inning. So, they already know what's happening. Yankee fans is like, all right, even if you had a 4-2 lead, I've seen this story too many times. This thing might be tied up in like 2 minutes.
Right. Like, you telling me, like, outside of when we played the Orioles, the last time we played the Orioles at the stadium, I can't tell you the last time we actually clapped somebody. I really can't.
I cannot remember the last time the Yankees had a.
I can't,
because there was one. The one in the last game I remember that they were clapping somebody was the game that they lost to the Angels at the stadium when they blew that 8-run lead.
when they lit up Ohtani in the first inning.
Yep, we recorded that day.
Yeah, we did.
we recorded that day.
We did, and we were in the studio. We were watching. We were just like, 6 runs in the first inning. We're back. This is the turning point. Little did we know that was just the start of more bullshit.
I remember getting home that night, and I'm like, wait. Why are we in extra innings? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then, boom. Yeah. But
it's amazing. And then now we got everybody coming back. Chapman coming back. Garrett Cole just came back. Great start for him coming back. Monty is back.
I would say Gio's getting his rehab games
next few days. He said.
Sevy.
Yeah, Severino.
The wife beater.
Yes.
Herman.
So, yes. And that's just kind of where we at right now. It's a good time to be a Yankees fan. It's a bad time to be a Boston fan because they're really starting to tank right now.
Oh, this is bad. With this, I mean, I know it was over a longer stretch, but would this rival the 2007 Mets collapse? Because they were 10.5 games over the Yankees, I think, on July 6th. 10.5 games up, right? They were in first place. So not only did they get passed by the Rays, they've now been passed by the Yankees, a team that they were 10.5 games up on basically a month and a week ago.
Yep.
Right? If they miss, how about this? If they miss compared to if they miss the players or if they're in as the wild card, how would you rate this collapse? If you will?
this is really dependent on Toronto, because if you really think about it, Toronto was on our ass. I mean, we have a little bit of breathing room. When I say a little bit, I mean like less than 3 games of breathing room. Now Toronto's on Boston's ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough, because you talk about a Red Sox team that was at the top of the division, that they ended up giving that up to Tampa, that eventually would have given it up to us and potentially give it up to Toronto. Oh man, that's historically bad, especially because they just got Chris Sale back, and who knows what's gonna happen with him going forward, especially because he killed the Orioles. I'm not trying to hear that. You should pitch well.
They are the
Orioles.
worst team in baseball by a long shot. Like, it's them and the Marlins, the worst teams in baseball by a long shot.
It's like, even though the Red Sox just came off of a sweep of the Orioles, it's like that's what you should do. That's that's what every halfway decent team in the league should do.
I think the Rays are 13-1 against the Orioles this season. Like,
bro, this is like a couple years ago. Remember when Glaber was just killing them? Like, we could not, like, they could not be stopped. Like, it was embarrassing. But you know, all of the fire Boone, fire Cashman shit, I'm glad all of that is.
I don't hear that no more on the radio.
You don't hear that anymore. You don't hear that. You don't hear them talking about Boone this, Cashman that, because you know what? And say what you want to say about my boy Cash, bro. Like, even when you don't think he's working, he's working. Wandy Peralta's been big for us, and that was a trade that, you know, we just thought that we was getting another bullshit reliever, and you know what? It ended up benefiting us. Know what I mean? So that's that on that. And if I'm being real, shout out Gary. Oh, God damn it, Odor, you slow for. We're just fucking slow. He thought he probably caught it like a little.
I thought he caught it too.
I'm sorry for your eardrums, listeners. That was.
I honestly thought Martinez caught that too, but hey, man, I can't really blame him, because like that was a shallow fly to right.
Yeah, it was definitely a shallow fly to right. But
no, as you said, like I don't think I didn't think the Wandy thing at the beginning of the season would plan out to be like this. I mean, we were here for the 100th episode when they got Gallo.
Yeah.
And was Gallo Rizzo on the same day?
That was on the same. Ooh, we might have saved a little bit. Gallo, it happened like back to back. Oh, he was safe.
Yeah, he's safe. Cashman has done a great job, and it's crazy to think, even if the Yankees didn't make the playoffs this year, I thought it was asinine to think that Cashman would be out. Like, I would be surprised, you know, if he was out.
I think Cashman got this job for life, bro. I think he got like the Phil Jackson kind of, you know.
He's got the Theo Epstein. I think especially if he wins one, if the Yankees get one more.
Yeah,
he's got the Theo Epstein. Like, at that point, it's just like, all right, he goes wherever he wants. Like, Theo Epstein brought a championship to Boston, multiple, right?
Yep.
And it was just like, all right, he could do whatever he wanted. He went to Chicago because they were just going to pay him like literally Brinks trucks of money. He won them a ring, and he was like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. I'm just going to be in the office chilling. Now, my friend brought this point up to me. He was like, yo, how much would it take for the Mets to convince Theo to come out of, I guess, quote unquote, retirement?
More than enough money, honestly. And you know, it's crazy.
They got Cohen. You know, Cohen got money.
Yeah.
But with that's the end of the episode.
Bold.
Big
bold ending.
Bold ending. But you know what it is. That's how we do. Hey. All right. Well, now the official ending. This has been yet another episode of the Saratobi Sports Podcast, brought to you by Regrown Recordings. Regrown, grow your future.
Wow.
And
That was great.
No.
It was great, wasn't it?
That was great. That was fucking great.
Off the
I'm
dome.
taking a soundbite.
Hey, do it. Hey, look, do it. I don't care. That'd be great.
Run it up. No.
Run up
No.
what?
You better sell that shit. You better sell that shit.
Actually, no. Trademark it. No. Trademark it. No.
No.
Trademark.
But it was too late. The verbal contract has been sealed.
I don't consent. Oh boy, but yep. As always, this is the end. This isn't goodbye. Just see you later. Any final words, World Wide West?
No. All I want to do is touch these worldwide breaths.
There you go.
Indeed.
There it is.
Yes.
Matthew Barbas. Any last words?
Get vaccinated if you can.
There you go.
And
I like
just contribute to the world, contribute to those around you, love everybody,
There you go.
Wow.
and come to Regrown Recordings.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Look at that. But you know what?
Yeah, listen. That's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
You know nothing about that.
Damn right.
I like where you chimed in, Matt.
Damn right. And you know what? As always, nematodes are people too. Later, everybody.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion.